We enjoyed that. We want to thank Barbara for getting us started with the Tears for Fears. 'Cause, man, I'm in a good mood now. A better mood. How about that? So let's get started, everybody. Get into another awesome training from them lessons that we get to read about in the book and the manual. And let's see. I think we talked about. Did we talk about point value again last week? I think so. Yeah, I think we talked about point value and went over micro and mini. So yeah, we've been diving into it, talking about point value and tick size and getting some better understanding on when the market is moving up or down, however many points, what does that mean in a monetary value? That's what we've been kind of doing some good training at lately. So let's see what we got tonight. And I'm gonna go over to Barbara so she can start us off right. And let's go, y'all. Over to you, Barbara.
All right, here is our disclaimer for futures and commodities 101. Trading and investing carries a high level of risk. You could lose some or all of your investment. Trading commodities or any other financial instrument may not be suitable for all investors. Before deciding to trade, you should carefully consider your investment objectives, level of experience, and risk appetite. We accept no liability for any losses or damages you may incur. This means you alone are responsible for your actions in any trading or investing activities.
All right. Barbara, I'm thinking we don't have either of the ladies on to cover our quizzes.
I know I
Am
got
I
them pulled up. I noticed it.
okay? Great, thank you.
Okay,
So we
so
gonna stay with you then.
okay. Our first quiz is when you are trading with many contracts, you take a smaller risk when trading with a full contract because the contract size and point value is smaller. A, false. B, true. C, not sure.
Mm, come on,
True.
y'all. What y'all think?
True.
Okay, somebody said true.
True.
True. Miss Paula said true.
I'm sorry, Miss Barbara. Can you please read that again, please?
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
When you are trading with many contracts, you take a smaller risk when trading with a full contract because the contract size and point value is smaller. A, false. B, true. C, not sure. Jamal
Julie
said
says
true.
true.
Okay.
Jamal says true.
All righty.
Yeah.
The
Uh,
trues got it.
Drew's got it, Barbara.
The trues got it. All right. Okay, let's see.
Before you go on, Barbara, let me ask you. Trying to see why the Trues got it. Be- Because the size of the mini contract is how many bushels with corn?
1,000.
There you go, 1,000. And now, what is the size of the full contract with corn?
5,000.
5,000.
5,000. Okay, so if you have a smaller contract, that's one reason that the risk is less. Now, what's the point value for the mini contract of corn? Every point equals how much?
$10.
Very good. Now, on the full contract, what does every point equal?
50.
50.
So we trade with a much smaller contract, which means that every point is a lot smaller or less than the full contract. And that's why the answer was true. The mini contract will be less of a risk in the market versus the full contract. Very good. Okay, Barbara.
All right, let's go to the next one. When trading futures, we get to control a lot of a commodity with a fraction of the capital it would cost. This is called leverage. A, false. B, true. C, not sure.
True.
True.
True, true.
True.
True, true.
The life of a small speculator.
Let me ask this question, Barbara. Is there anybody that's not sure about that question? Everybody understanding?
Look like everybody got it.
Everybody understand why the answer is true? Very good. All right.
All right, we got a bonus question. Let's see, we got
Mm-hmm.
the bonus question. Special prize to the person who is first with the correct answer. I'm looking to go long December corn. Thinking about buying 2 future contracts or 10 mini contracts. If corn goes up 10 cents, 10 points, how much money will I make with either option, and which option is the better choice for me, including fees? I read it again. I am looking to go long December corn. Thinking about buying 2 future contracts or 10 mini contracts. If corn goes up 10 cents or 10 points, how much money will I make with either option, and which option is the better choice for me, including fees? This is a good one.
Yeah. Now, Barbara, I
Very
want
good.
to say something. Barbara, I made this one a little difficult on purpose because of the fact that we just went over this, but most importantly, I'm asking this a little difficult because it's the bonus question that has a special prize in it. But to make sure we really understand it, let me add a scenario that gonna really show me and tell me if you really understand what we've been talking about the last couple of weeks, right? So that's where I was going with this. But I want to say that this time the cash prize, the special prize is a cash prize this time. All right. Last time we gave away free ticket to the retreat, and this time the person that wins this one is gonna receive $50 cash prize. All right. Now, did everybody get the question? Barbara read the question, and I'm asking for a lot of details in this quiz, in this question. I know, and it's for a reason. But did everybody get the question before we go over it? Okay, it's a real good one. Now, should I say who won it first, or should we go over it first? What'd you say, Barbara? You muted.
I said you could tell who won it first.
Who won?
All right, the winner of the bonus question is Fonda.
Congratulations, Fonda.
And let me explain why. Because Joanne gave a correct answer, Paula gave a correct answer, and Alice gave a correct answer. But if you understood what Barbara just read, all the details that I asked for, some of the answers were correct, but missing a few details. And the first one to answer it with all the details that I asked in the question was Fonda. And Alice had all of the correct details, but she was not first. Fonda was. So that was a pretty tough question. And you actually did an amazing job, Fonda. I want you to know, because I wanted to know the difference between the two, the profit, the size of the contract, and then make sure you understand the fees that I went over. That those are my real fees. I didn't make those fees up. I told y'all last week. Those are the fees I pay when I trade. So if I were to get into this trade, what would my fees look like versus the profit that you would actually end up making? So the person that took the profit and then deducted the fees from it, and then determined which one was the better option was the person who won, and that was Fonda. Very good job. All y'all did a good job. But that's the reason Fonda won, because she was first to give me all details. Awesome. I don't know if she's on the call, but that was good. That was really good on all y'all part. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, all right, y'all. Let's get into some training this week. And Fonda, I'll be reaching out to you to see how I can get you your cash prize. So, Barbara, what we got going this week?
Wait, let me get it pulled up.
Well, I think I know what this first part of this slide gonna be.
Yeah. Thank you. Right.
Oh man. If you're on this call, or if you watching this call later and you don't have this book, well, you need to do yourself a humongous favor and get it. I'm telling you, this is a must read if you want to learn how to trade. This is a must read, okay? I'm telling you. Not because I want you to get the book. Telling you this is something you need if you're serious or you want to actually learn how to trade futures. You need this book. All right. It's an ebook, paperback, and hard copy. And it's on sale on Amazon. So go to Amazon. Not on sale on Barnes and Noble, but it's on sale on Amazon. And if you would be so kind, if you have this book and getting value from this book, it will be if you would be so kind to leave us a review on Amazon. And you don't know how much that means. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, Barbara. I seen this as y'all know this. It's the same thing that's in my background. This amazing event that I cannot wait for. And it's gonna be in Arizona. If you've never been to Arizona, I'm giving you a reason to come. And if you never came to one of these retreats, well, I'm telling you, people who've been before, they can tell you, they can unmute and tell you the value that they received at the retreat, the knowledge, the bonding that they made with others at the retreat is like no other. So everybody's invited to the house. I'm looking to see everybody come through the doors. All right, let's go, Barbara.
We did
What
have
we
a
got?
homework assignment this
Uh-oh.
past week on point value in mini and micro markets. If you want to, I guess we could go over it at the end, or if you want to do it now, but we can do it at the end if you want to.
Okay, good. I hope
Right.
everybody was doing their homework. So what we
Yeah.
got, Barbara? This what we jumping into tonight.
This is still on contract specifications page, understanding the tick sizes and futures and commodities. This still comes from lesson 8 and lesson 9 in the manual of futures and commodities 101. We really want you guys to get this, so that's why we stay with it for so long, to help everybody understand it.
What is a tick size? Right here, Barbara, it says that the smallest increment or fluctuation in price. That's what a tick size is. When the market moves in the smallest increment, that's called a tick size. So that's the smallest move it can make in the market, correct, Bob?
That's correct.
All right. Tick sizes are set by who? The exchanges that these futures markets trade on, and they differ from per contract or commodity. Now, I'm sure some of you seen when Johnny went to some different commodities, the contract size, the point value, and the tick size were totally different, and that's because the the commodity they're all different. So they're gonna have different uh, size contracts, and that's gonna make a huge impact on the point value and the tick size. All right. So pay close attention again tonight. Take good notes. You wanna roll on with this, Johnny, or you want me?
Ticks are the foundation to your risk management. Each tick size has a dollar value per contract. The point value consists of a certain number of ticks in a contract. All right, so for example, we know that a tick size or on corn, for instance, is a quarter of a cent, right? Quarter of a cent. And this is something that I hoped y'all learned when we talked about the difference between a mini contract and a full contract. And we're going to go with that here in a minute. Go ahead, next slide. So here's the thing that I want everybody to, this is what you really got to learn on this, if you want to learn it. A tick value for corn contract, it's 5,000 bushels. So 5,000 bushels, times 0.0025, which is a quarter of a cent, is $12.50. What do we need to know? We need to know that for every quarter cent move, it's $12.50. If you want to do the math, that's where you go multiply 5,000 times 0.0025, right? So that's how you figure the point value or the tick value. So let me ask you a question. On a mini contract, if it's 1,000 bushels, 0.0025, did the 0.0025 change on the mini, or was it the 0.0025 times 1,000?
B times 1,000.
Right, the 0.0025 is the same, right? But it's times the number of bushels, which gives you the tick, how much the tick is worth. Okay. So I just wanted everybody to know that the value or the 0.0025 or the quarter cent didn't change. It was the number of bushels which changed the tick value, which is the 12.50. All right. Next. And this is the calculation. Okay. So a quarter of a cent per bushel is $12.50. Right. And a full point is 4 times 0.0025 or 1 penny. So for every penny move there is in the contract, It's 4 times $12.50 or $50.
Hey, Johnny, I want to say, man, I hope everybody is writing this slide right here. I hope everybody is writing this down or either taking a screenshot of this, because this breakdown is excellent. Go ahead, Johnny.
Next slide.
So don't move it.
Okay, I'll give you a second.
Next slide. So price moves in 1/4 of a cent or in eighths, right? 2/8, 4/8, 6/8, 8/8, right? So 2 represents 2/8, right? So 2/8 would be the 2, right? Which would be 1/4, right? And that would be $12.50. 4 represents a half or 4/8. This equals 1/2, right? And 6/8 equals 3/4 or 0.0075 per bushel, right? 8/8, of course, would be a whole or 1 penny. And 1 penny times 5,000 equals $50. Okay.
Yeah.
You
I
want to
hope
do
they
this one?
Yeah, I hope they got a screenshot of that one too. Okay, Johnny. Great, man. Good job. So how to quote the price on corn. All right. So in this illustration, in this scenario, December corn is trading at $4.19 and a half. Say it again. In this scenario, December corn is trading at $4.19 and a half. So you would say $4.19 and a half cent. All right. So this means December corn is trading at $4.19. Say corn December is trading at $4.19 even. No, that's not even. $4.19 and 4/8 cents, or either $4.19 and a half. It's the same thing. Everybody understand that? It's the same exact thing. That's why I tell you, when you see the 4, just understand that that's 2 ticks, which is a half. Like Johnny said, 1/2 cent. So that's why it's $4.19 and a half. Hope everybody understands that. So the half represents half of another cent. So it's really not complicated if we keep it simple and just understand. Like Johnny said, the contract size is the real key to it all. Understanding the contract size. And that's how you are able to understand the tick size. Just know that the main thing is to keep it simple, don't complicate it. So if you're looking at this slide, you should understand $4.19 and a half. When you see the -4, that means and represents the half. All right, so that'd be 12.50 plus 12.50. That's 2 ticks, and that's how you have a half a cent. Hope everybody's clear on that. Anything you want to add, Barbara? I know that you work with ticks a lot, and
No,
you
you pretty much broke it down.
okay. All right, are we going to bar chart tonight, or are we gonna stay with the slide?
Over the bar chart.
Okay, let's go over the bar chart. Before you go to the spec, Barbara, can you go to the price overview so we can look at the different contract months on corn?
So, yes, sir.
Okay.
So I clicked on futures. This is the home page. Clicked on futures and go down here to commodities groupings. We're gonna go to the grains. I'm gonna click grains. We're going to December corn. It's the page you want or the other page?
Now I
There
want you to
we
pull up
go.
all the corn contract. Yeah.
There we go. All
Okay.
right.
All right. So let's stay with December, since that's one we was going over. Now let's look and see what the market is really trading. And it was 419 in our scenario on the slide. Well, here's where actual December corn trading at in the market. And it's the market closed at $4.13 even. The zero means that it closed at 413. All right. Based on the previous day, which would have been Thursday, this is where the market closed on Friday. Based on the previous day, the market closing at 413 meant that the market was down 5 cents and a quarter. 5 cents and a quarter. Hope everybody gets that. That's the 5 represents in corn. The 5, matter of fact, I'm gonna ask for some participation right here. The 5 cent equals how much? Who can tell me? Corn was down how much based on the 5 cent? We went over point value already, so who can tell
I
me?
know somebody know the answer. Somebody gotta have the answer. Try if you don't know the answer. Even just try.
It was down 5 cent. How much was it down?
What's the point value for corn?
50.
If it moved 5 points, then how much is it?
I can heard Pam say 50. So Pam, how much was it down?
Is that gonna be 50 times the 5?
There you go. It was down 5. It was down 5 cent or 5 points, whichever one you like to say. And you say each point is $50. How much was it down?
25?
Get your calculator out.
Oh, okay.
So how much is 1 point
It's like
in December?
1.5, am I wrong?
Zuli says 250.
250.
So guys, we went over point value the last 2
Mhm.
weeks,
Mm-hmm.
and I've heard multiple people on here tell us what the point value for December corn is, and there's no difference from what we're talking about tonight. The point value is going to be the point value. All of you have told me that every point in corn equals $50. So everybody should have been unmuting when I said if it was down 5 points, 5 cents. Everybody should have been unmuting telling me that it was down $250
Right.
because we went over this even on the quiz and on the calls. So y'all know this. Y'all know this. Y'all think you don't, but you know this. You done told me this multiple times. Then also, we just went over tick again. We've been going over tick for a minute. So it was down 5 cents and a quarter. So what does the 2 represent?
Point is 50.
1250.
There you go. So if it was down $250 plus 1250, how much was it down in total?
300.
260, 250.
Somebody said 300.
Yeah, I did, but I came in late and I don't know if I'm talking right.
I say 260,
So,
250.
and that's correct.
So let me
Well-
ask a quick question. If you were short the market, did you make 250 or 260, 250, or did you lose 260, 250?
This domestic disturbance,
If you were short, then you
If-
lost.
If you were short the market and it went down 5.2, did you make 260, 250, or did you lose 260, 250? If you sold a contract,
Right.
All right. All right. So because we are not unmuting and answering the question, I'm going on the fact that we are not clear. So let's talk about Johnny's question first. When the market's trading down, if you short the market, are you making money or losing money?
My dad lives with 3. I remember when he said,
Normally-
I can't understand anything. All I hear is TVs. I'm sorry, I can't understand anything. Everybody has their TV going. I can't hear anything y'all said.
I
So,
said normally you're going to lose money if you're short.
okay, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this.
I
So
mean, you
much.
can make money at either point, but I'm just saying if you're short.
Let's talk
you're-
about this. If we're short the market, that means we're riding and trading the market down. Right?
Right.
Everybody understand that?
Yes.
So if the market trades down, isn't that what I want if I'm trading it down?
yes,
So if it trades down and I'm trading it down,
You're
how
making
do I
money.
lose?
Oh, you
You're
don't.
making money.
You don't.
Everybody,
Mm.
everybody understand what I'm saying? I'm trading it down. Johnny said we going short the market. We sold the contract. And then the market did what we wanted to do. It went down 5 points or 5 cents, whichever one you like. So are we making money? Is Johnny's question. Did you make
Yeah.
262.50 or did you lose 262.50?
You made it.
Made it.
Yeah.
Outstanding. You made
The reason that question got everybody confused and hung up is because we still haven't gotten out of our mind that we can make money when the market goes down. That's the only reason everybody was not unmuting and answering the question. In your mind, the market going down didn't seem like you were making profit. And that's why you didn't answer the question. We still have to erase that and understand that, remember, we can trade the market from both directions. So if we short the market, that means we want prices to go down. So if corn is down 5 and you trading the market, you short the market, that's what you want the market to do. So it's trading in your favor. And when Johnny asked that question, did you make 262.50 or did you lose 262.50? The correct answer would have been yes, I made 262.50 because I'm short the market. Now if the market would have went up and you short, I mean you would have lost the 262.50. Does everybody understand this?
Yeah.
Clear now. Thank you.
Yeah, y'all gotta just keep on working on that in your head to understand that we can make money in both directions. And when the market's going down, if you go short, that means that you are trading it down If it trades down, it's trading in your favor, in your direction. All right. Also keep this in mind. Please keep this in mind. And when we go short the market and the market goes up, where is our stop loss going to be? Is our stop loss going to be trailing the market or ahead of the market?
Trailing?
Trailing. We always want to be trailing the market, not having our stop loss ahead of the market. So if I'm trading the market down, will my stop loss be at 411 or $4.10? The market's at 413. Will my stop loss be that at $4.10?
No.
I don't know.
If you're shorting, it's gonna be higher than the price that you're at for shorting.
That's right. That's right, Paula. My stop loss would be higher than where the market is. So we just got to keep going over this till this clicks, but it's going to click, y'all. Trust me, you're going to have that moment where it's going to click for you. But just understand in this scenario that the market went down 5 1/4. And Johnny's question, he asked, if you were short the market, did you make $262.50 or did you lose $262.50? In that scenario, you made $262.50.
Excuse me,
All right.
Mr. World of Charity. Can you please ask your question again? What was the question
What?
you just asked?
About the stop loss?
Yes.
All right. So I'm trading the market down, and the market's trading down from 413. So if you can look at it over to the right where it says change, that means that on Thursday, December coin closed at 418 1/4. Does everybody understand how I arrived at that number? This is Friday's
Yes.
close.
Mm-hmm.
But does everybody understand why I said coin closed at 418 1/4 on Thursday?
Yes.
Because that's where it opened.
That's where it opened. And you see for the previous day too, it says the same thing.
Yeah, and you see the change when it closed, and it said that it was down 5 1/4 that day.
Yes.
If it didn't tell you where the market opened, because you know it was down 5 1/4 from that price it closed at, you could determine where the market closed at the day before on your own. So I didn't even look at the open price, but because I can see that it was down 5 1/4 on Friday, I know on Thursday it closed at 418 1/4 because it was down Friday 5 1/4. Does that make sense to everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Now, as the market's trading down, I'm making money. My stop loss is going to be higher than 418 because I want the market to keep going down. As it went down to 513, I just made that 262.50, and my stop loss is trailing the market coming down. My stop loss may be at 430. So as the market is going down, my stop loss may move down to 425. As it keeps going down, my stop loss may move down to 420. My stop loss is going to be trailing behind the market. So if just in case it turns around on me and goes back up to 418 or 420, if I got my stop loss at 420, I'm gonna get stopped out. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
That's why I said my stop loss is going to be trailing the market, not ahead of the market. You with me now, Pam?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Right. Now, Barbara, where were you going before I held you up?
Oh, I was going to explain the change column to them so that they
Okay,
will understand that the number to the left is different from the number to the right.
go
So that,
ahead.
so that they would know how to arrive at that. The number that you see to the left, the 5, the 5, the 5, the 4, the 4, the 2, that represents 1 point, but you have to multiply it times the point value. Now the number to the right represents the fraction in the eighth, like the 1250, the 25. It represents that. So you're dealing with two different numbers and you arrive to both of them differently. In case anybody was wondering, how did she come up with 262.50? How did she come up with that? Because the number that's to the far left, you always multiply those points or cents times the point value, because that represents a whole cent or a whole point move in the market. And the number to the right is just that fraction or that eighth of a move in the market, which is why that 2 is $12.50. That 4 would be what? What would that 4 be? Would anybody know if it said 0.4 to the right, what would it 4 be?
25.
Right, what would the 6 be?
Is it 0.75?
Right, and the 8 would be a whole nother
A whole.
cent. Right, so you have to take those numbers and you have to then add them together to come up with the total, but you arrive at both of them differently. So I hope that makes sense to everybody in this change column. When he was saying how much would it be in dollar form, how much would that be? What is 5 and 2? What does that mean monetarily wise? So that's how you derive at those two numbers. Just remember the left is a whole point move. You need the point value to multiply it. The number to the far right is in the eighths. So you have to know what
Hope
it is.
everybody understands that,
Yes, I hope you
because we're gonna
understand that.
because we're gonna get complicated.
I don't.
Who doesn't? Who
Barbara,
doesn't?
So I know you, Jamal,
Me.
you had missed a few classes, you had missed a few calls. So
No, I just want. Go
Well,
ahead,
to,
Michelle.
on
well,
a
tomorrow, if
previous,
I can, hold on, Barbara. Tomorrow, if I can ask you what about that you don't understand?
Okay, so when she said the number to the left, what it represented, and the number to the right, what it represented, it was just confusing to me. But just like everything else, I get it once it's explained to me over and over again, and like it's been explained to me, but it doesn't. Certain things about this doesn't stick immediately, so I got to get refreshed and get that understanding all over again.
Can we go
right.
to soybeans?
Yeah,
Can we go to
that's all. It
soybeans?
ain't nothing.
Okay.
It ain't major.
But before we move up, let me ask Jamal something. Jamal, can you
Yes,
tell me what the point value is for corn?
the point, because I'm not looking at the You talking about for a
Well,
regular corn contract?
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
$50.
asking you this because I know you know it. You say it to me all the time. Okay,
Yeah,
there it is,
$50.
$50.
Yeah.
All right. So if it's $50 and the market was down 5, how much was it down?
50, 250.
250. But
Yeah.
it actually was down just a little bit more than 5. It was down 5 1/4.
Okay, so
Okay,
that's two. That's two. Hold on, wait. That's 262.50.
there it is.
You
Okay.
do
You do
have it.
understand. You do understand.
Yeah.
You
Can,
just did the math. You do
can you
have
look
it.
at can you look at soybean real quick?
Yes,
Just look
sir.
at
I,
just look
I
at it
told you
right
like
here.
you guys shake my head a little bit.
Okay,
Because
so
I
now
be zoning, boy. Yeah.
yeah, so let's okay, what's the point value for soybeans? $50, right?
$50.
All right. Now the
Oh, what?
on November The price to the left of the dash is 15. And the price to the right is 4. So how much down was it?
So you would do what? The point value of 15 times 50, how much is that?
775 total.
And how much is the 4? What's the value of the 4?
That would be 50,
25.
25. Sorry,
25.
25. That's correct.
So
25,
50 times 15 is 750.
50
Then
plus 25,
$25.
775.
Did
Yeah.
everybody get that?
Okay,
Is
so
there anybody
I'm
that's not
confused.
clear about that?
I'm confused on that one. I ain't gonna lie. I'm confused. Why was
Okay.
the 425? Because I was looking at it as the 4 being a quarter, then another quarter, then another quarter, then another quarter, and each quarter being 1250.
Right. So if you looking at it like each quarter being 1250, and you see it moved
1250, 25.
it moved two ticks. So you just said one of them is 1250. So how many is two of them?
25.
Okay, 2, 4.
50.
Two would be 25. 4 would be 2 would be 1250 and 4 would be 25.
remember, each one of those points is an 8. So
See,
1 8, 2
that's
8s.
why.
2 8s is a quarter. 3 8s, 4 8s is a half. 5 8s, 6 8s is 3/4. 7 8s and 8 8s is a whole. So we only deal really in 2, 4, and 6 8s. That's what we talked about the very first of the call. Each one of these on the right, each one of these numbers is an 8. So there's 4 8s. 4 8s is a half. Okay. You're
Okay,
taking a
okay.
penny. You're taking a penny and dividing it into 8s. So 2 8s is a quarter. 4 8s is a half. 6 8s is 3/4. And 8 8s is a whole penny.
Okay. Okay. Man, I forgot about the 8 piece. See,
Well, I'm telling you, Jamal. Now, everybody learn different. The eighth part is not my thing. So in my head, what helped me understand it very simple when they changed it from fractions, it used to say 5 with the quarter symbol. You know what it looked like, 1-4. It would say half, it used to say the half symbol, 1/2. But now that they changed it over to the decimal, I keep it fractioning in my head. I told you, when I see a 2, I see $12.50. When I see a 4, I see $25. And when I see the -6, I instantly see $37.50. And I know if I see the -0, it's a whole cent. And that helped me get it in seconds. If I kept trying to learn it on the eighth, I'm just not the math person Johnny B is. The eighth part keeps taking longer for me to get. But when I take
yeah.
the 2, and see it as $12.50, and I take the 4 and see it as $25, and I take that 6 and see it as $37.50, I don't even need to see another call. That one example, I got it. And I keep
Oh,
it that
okay.
simple.
So the whole number for that will be, it goes 2460. 0 is the whole number.
Correct.
2,
Okay,
4,
all right.
6, 8. What's the 8? The 8 is the whole.
Right, but it doesn't show 8. It just says 2460. So
Because the 8 is a 0, it's a whole.
The whole
that's what I just
cent.
said.
So I'm saying, but what I'm saying to you, you understand this, Jamal. That's why I'm saying
Okay. I
you
mean,
keep saying you
I'm not
don't.
trying to be argumentative, D. I thought I just said that just to get clarity because I'm really trying to get that clarity. That's all. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all. Okay,
And I'm
cool. I
trying
got it.
and I'm trying to get you to see that you understand this more than you think you do.
Okay, tenfold. Thank you, sir. Thank you, man.
You do.
Yeah.
That's why you broke it down for me on the corn before we got on this screen. Now, I'm gonna pick on you for a little longer if you don't mind. Let's go
Nah, come
on
on.
down.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go on down to
Just
okay, well Barbara went past that one. Let's stay right here, Dion. Let's stay down here. But what I
Okay.
want to do, I seen one that said it was down 14 cents. Right here.
Right there.
Tell me how much was beans down that on Friday for that contract month for May 2028. How much was beans down?
14 points.
$700.
Oh, the number, the value. Oh, shoot.
How did you get that? Tell them how you got that.
14.
So,
Tell them how you got 700, because that's correct. But how did you get it?
14
so the
times
point
50.
that, go ahead. There you go.
Yeah. Okay. If it's okay, all right. Yeah.
All right. So now let's now that you got that part, and I know you got it. Let's go on down. Let's go on down to July 2028. Market was down 10 3/4. All right. You with me? You with me, Jamal? Did I lose you? Jamal fell
Yeah,
off.
I'm here. Go ahead.
All
Yep.
right. 10 3/4. Based on what we just went over,
Mm-hmm.
how much was July beans down? If you need to give me the first part first, that's fine. How much was July beans down? Take it and do it.
I'm coming.
Take it and separate it and do the point value first if you need to do it. But tell me how
Okay.
much it was down.
Okay, all right.
5
Hold up.
3/4.
Okay, 537.50.
All right, tell me how you get there.
Hey, you asking too much, bro. Okay, no. Okay, so 10 times 50 give you 500. The
There you
six
go.
right there is 3/4, so it's 37.50.
There it is.
Because those are 10 whole points.
Yes. And the 6 is 6/8. So it's
Right.
37.50.
You're
Right?
dealing with a whole point to the left and an eighth to the right.
Yes.
There
That's
you
how I
go.
got it. All right.
So
Do
you see why
understand.
I couldn't go. You see why I couldn't go with you saying you don't get it? 'Cause I know you do.
Okay. Thank you
I
for
see
pressing
it.
me out, D.
Yeah, I know you got it. So thank you for letting me pick on you, because I know you know. You
Yes,
just
sir. I told you gotta wiggle this joint a little bit.
yeah. Now let's do one more thing since Johnny did the
Uh-huh.
since Johnny gave y'all a scenario. Let's go back
Mhm.
up to November beans. Let's go back up to number. And I'm gonna stick with Johnny's scenario with corn. If you were long November soybeans and it was down 15 and a half, did you make that or did you lose that on Friday?
Oh, that's
You
fair.
lost because you wanted the market to continue to go up.
Very good, Pam. You lost because of what? Say me again.
You said you were long, so you entered the market when it was going up, right?
Very good, Pam. I said in this scenario, the opposite of what Johnny asked you guys on corn. I said long the market. So if you long the market and it was down 15 and a half, You lost 15.5 cents.
Yeah,
How much did you lose?
15.5 cents. You lost in time. Hold on.
Because my sense of humor is fixing to kick in.
750.
775.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Wrong.
750.
762.50.
Wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I lost $500 because I got stopped out.
Okay. Okay.
I'm sorry. This is the important. I said it as a joke, but let's be realistic. That's what we're trying to teach you.
Yes, it
My
is.
risk management. I didn't lose 17 or $700, right? Because I got stopped out because I set my stop 10 points back. That's an important lesson, folks.
Very nice.
Okay,
Very nice.
so all right. I'm struggling with a little personal issue right now. So why I'm not saying anything about certain the stuff that well, first of all, we dealing with numbers and decimals and all of that, of which I was not good with. I'm trying to take this and have it to be the most simplest way in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And every time, this is the truth. I'm not lying. Every time I think I got a formula, it seems like the formula changes. So
No.
it looks like it's multiple formula charts.
You're absolutely correct, Jamal.
Yes, and that's where my mind is going. What? Hold up! I thought it was this, and now it's switched to this. So that's why I told you I would get it, but it just takes me a little bit. So D, when you shook me up, and Mr. Scott, when you just because you explain, Mr. Scott, you explain like a professor. D explains a different way. Not that that's bad, but
Mm.
for me, it's hard for me to absorb numbers sometimes like that with the decimals and the fractions and all that. So I got to get shaken up a little bit to get it. So
Okay,
that's all.
so
That's all.
Jamal, if you don't mind here for a
Uh-huh.
second, and we're at the time, but here's why what we're trying to teach you is so important. Can we go to cattle, please? Or feeder cattle? All right. Yeah, that's a good one right there. All right. Let's go to October or November. Okay, don't just a second. So feeder cattle was up $1 or was up 1.85. It was 375.90, up 185. Okay. Scroll down a little bit. Let's look at the specs. Okay. Folks, the contract size is 50,000 pounds. Right? And the point value or the tick size is 1250, right?
Right.
Same number as it is in corn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. However, notice there's another zero there. 0.00025.
Yes.
The point value for every point is $500, not 50.
Right.
Why is that?
More pounds, a contract size.
The contract size, 0.00025
Yes.
times, 50,000 pounds is different than 5,000 bushels, right?
Yeah. Clearly.
Mm.
Yep.
And so what is a point on this?
500.
Yeah. So now if it's down a point, you're talking about $500, not 50. Okay. So this is why, you know, we're trying to educate you on the difference between the contract size, because the commodities are different. If you look at gold, or, you know, if you
So
limit yourself to corn, which you can, or the grains, which you can, but you're limited, I mean, in other things that we can do. So if everything's stagnant in the grains, and right now, corn and soybeans are down, 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 down. Guess what? Cattle are going up, 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 because the feed costs are down, down, down. There's more profit in it, and supply and demand. So anyway, I you know, I guarantee you we're going to have to go over this, because, you know, I don't care if we talk about.
So can I just add something, Mr. Johnny? So basically what we are looking at, depending on the market we are trading in, to know if we are going to make, if every point that goes up or down, what is going to be, we'll need to first know on every market, whether it be corn, cattle, or whatever, what at each point value is. So if I know it's $50 a point, then I know how much I will be going, how much as the market move up, how much it will be and also if it moves down based on, so if it is $50 or in this case it's $500. So whatever the amount is that the market, the contract is, it remains the same with the point value, but the point value will remain the same, whether it be a quarter, a half, or whatever. The difference will be the size of each tick, or for a better word, of each point that it moves up or down. That's what I'm gathering now. The important thing is to know how much each point value is when you, depending on the market you're in. And once you know that, then you could determine, or you can determine, how much you're going to be making or losing based on how the market goes against you or in your favor.
Correct, because if you don't know this, you don't know how to apply your risk management.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
We're over our time, Delvin, so I just wanted people to understand that it's going to be different on the different commodities.
Absolutely. But for now, I want you guys to focus on corn until you understand it first. Because
yeah.
there's no,
Yeah.
I don't want you to try to learn how to drive in reverse if you don't know how to drive forward first.
No, that's right.
And corn, Mr. Delvin, corn is what, $50 for every move?
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, and till y'all actually fully understand that one,
Mhm.
I want you to stay there in your head for now, because I don't want to get you almost there and then lose you. So
Yeah.
keep that.
So which
Keep that.
corn of what month would you like us to start at? December corn or December?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's not gonna matter which contract month, because it's gonna always be $50.
Right.
No matter which contract month, if you went with December, March, May, July, doesn't matter. It's gonna still be 1 point equal $50. But
Okay,
y'all
cool.
need to get y'all need to get this so we can get to some other stuff. But I can't see getting to some other stuff if you not 100% clear on it. Remember what
Yeah.
Johnny said? You
Yeah.
can't, if you don't understand this, you're not going to be able to have or be able to use any type of risk management, not proper, but none. So you got to know when the market moves, you know, how is that affecting you? What does that mean? Like I say all the time, seeing the ticker going across the bottom of the screen on the business channel, you don't know what it means. It's just numbers going across the screen. And
So we
yeah, they
need
say,
to know
oh,
the basics.
the market was up X amount of points. And you sitting there saying, oh, it was up 20 points. Okay. You don't know what 20 points represent. It means nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I'm gonna be
Matter of
honest
fact,
with you.
I can guarantee you the person that's giving the information, a lot of times they don't even know what it means. They just doing their job. So the most important thing is I want you guys to understand you got to learn this point value in order to be able to trade. That's why we focusing on it the way we are. And that's why Johnny's showing you that, okay, there's way more to understanding the point value than just learning on coin. But if you ain't getting coin, then we got to stay here till we actually make sure we got it. And the thing is, I said it to Jamal, but I want to say it to all of y'all. You guys understand this more than you realize. What do Johnny say all the time? Keep it simple. But a lot of times we trying to complicate this in our head. When Johnny asked that question about if you were short coin and it went down 5 and however many points that was, we should have knew that right off the bat. But it was confusing to us because we still think in our mind, oh, it was down. It had to be losing. We still thinking that. I told you it's a reprogramming of the mind. Cause we've been conditioned all our lives to understand that when the market's down, that means losing. So that's why we didn't understand that in Johnny's question that the market was down, but we were short the market and we were making money. So y'all know more than you think you do. So don't beat yourself up. Don't be hard on yourself thinking that, man, I think I got it, man. I don't understand it. You really do understand it more than you think you do. You just got to keep seeing it. Jamal said the more he hear it, and what do you hear Barbara saying all the time about repetition? What you say all the time
Yeah.
about repetition, Barbara?
Practice.
Right. Repetition is the mother of all learning.
That right there. The more you keep hearing it, the more you keep seeing it. And that's why it's important we didn't get time to go over the homework, but Barbara keep asking y'all questions, trying to help you have more scenarios to help you get it. And I'm sure that's what the homework lesson was about. Some more examples or some more questions about this topic that we talking about. But guys, y'all know more than you think you do. So don't be hard on yourself. What we're trying to do is give it to you in different scenarios so you can see it from all angles. But most importantly, know that the contract size is the most important part of it, all that. That's what determines the point value and the tick size. It's all coming from the contract size. So don't beat yourself up. You're doing good. Y'all really are. Because truth is, a lot of this stuff I'm asking you, you would be surprised how many people trading the market don't even know it.
Mr.
You'll
Devin,
be
I
surprised.
think what is happening,
That right.
we do understand what
Mhm.
happened if we do not practice and as you said, familiarity. Because if you learn something today and you don't go back and memorize it or do some more of it to get it in your head and so that it will stay in your head, you will forget.
Mhm.
So that sometimes that is what happens with us. Sometimes we learn it and we understand it tonight, but because some of us or most of us may not go and practice it,
Exactly.
we forget it. So it's not that, as you rightly say, we know it, but because we are not practicing, we tend to forget. Yeah.
Mhm.
But so the thing is, what we have to do is when we learn something, we need to go, whether it be on the what do you call it, the platform, and start putting it into practice. Whether you win or lose, the thing is just to get it in your head. This is what this means. This is what that means. And that is all we need to do, because I realize sometimes I might get something tonight and forget because I did not go and practice. So it's about, as Barbara said, and as you said, it's about familiarity, doing it over and over again, and you get it. Because that, when Mr. Johnny's talk about the points and he's used it with the pennies, it's a bit confusing to me. But I did remember on several occasions, the 2 meant a quarter, the 4 meant a half, and the 6 meant 3/4. But because I'm not practicing it all the time, I tend to get a little confused. So even though it is there, because I'm not practicing, sometimes I get confused. So it's about practicing and getting familiar. Yeah.
Okay. And just, hey, and don't be hard on yourself about that. You know, like I told y'all a minute ago, Johnny understand these numbers and stuff better than me. I be listening and learning from Johnny like y'all do. I'm not the best with those numbers like that. But that's why I try to find a way in my head to keep it simple to help me understand it, because I know I'm not as sharp as Johnny is with the number, and we don't have to be as sharp as Johnny is with the number. We just gotta understand it the way, whatever way works best for you to understand it. That's why I give you different scenarios. But don't be hard on yourself about it, because this is something that y'all are learning for the first time, but you're actually really doing real good. All right. Now, I want to say I seen some names on the call that I hadn't seen before. Welcome to the call. Glad to have you on the call. But if you're not in our Telegram group, we have a Telegram group where we go over, have these quizzes and homework assignments in our Telegram group, and want to invite you to be a part of our group. If you're on the call and you're not in it, please click on the link and join the group. I'm pretty sure Barbara or Jamal put the link in the chat for you. So make sure you join our group. We'll be glad to have you be a part of our community. But I think I correct that, but I know we had an excellent call tonight with so much value.